Hello, this is Lucinda Brown with Bible Buying Guide, and today we're looking at the CSB Holy Land Illustrated Bible. Holman provided this Bible to us in exchange for an honest review. Now it comes in this cardboard slipcover, and it comes out of the slipcover fairly easily, but it doesn't go back into it quite as easily because this is an imitation leather cover, but this is a little floppier. I don't know how well you can see that, but this is a little floppier than the imitation leather covers that I'm used to. This Bible is also available in a lighter ginger colored leather touch, in black genuine leather, and in hardcover. And both of the leather touch covers are available with thumb indexing. It has a thick paper paste down liner that almost exactly matches the cover, and two ribbon markers, one in about the color brown of the cover and one in a lighter gold color. It is a sewn binding, but that's not the easiest thing to see in here. Randy guesses that the paper is about 36 GSM. It's nice and white, and it doesn't have, it's decently opaque. This Bible measures 9.5 inches tall by 7 inches wide and 1 7/8 inches thick. Now, the edges look almost striped, but that's because so many of these colored pictures go all the way to the edge and they didn't put any sort of gilt on the edge of the pages. It has a 9.5 point Bible serif font, and the font as well as the interior of this Bible was designed by 2K Denmark. It's in a paragraph format. And poetry looks like poetry. Poetry set in stanzas. You want me to set it, bring it a little bit closer? Just get a look at the font. Quotes from elsewhere in the Bible are in a slightly bolder font, with the reference of where that's from down in the footnotes. It has the range of chapters in the outer corner of the header and the page number in the center. The chapter numbers are not quite black. They're this really, they've got this slight pinkish purple tint to them. The headers are in a different font and all bold. And then the footnotes are in the bottom of the right-hand column of each page. This Bible weighs about 3 pounds 10 ounces. So it's not the heaviest Bible, but it's not exactly a lightweight either. Each book starts on the right-hand side with one of these full-color photographs and a description of what the photograph is of, followed by a book introduction that includes the circumstances the book was written under, what contribution this book makes to the overall story of the Bible, and the structure of the Bible. Does it use a lot of poetry? Is it prophecy? Does it use repetition? Lots of comparisons? That sort of thing. It does always start on the right-hand side, even when that would mean quite a bit of blank paper, which is always nice if you want to add your own notes. And you'll notice that the introduction page is done in that same pinky purple as the chapter numbers. Here's an example of what ran into 2 pages. And the background for them is actually this monotone version of the picture that they use for the first page. There are over 275 full articles in this Bible. spaced here and there throughout the Bible. Practice of Roman crucifixion, description of it. Pilate's role in Jesus' death. They describe all sorts of geographical, archaeological, historical facts, more complete biographies of some people mentioned in the Bible, all sorts of information that gives you a real feel for what it was like in Bible times. This one's of the Kidron Valley. You might notice that this paper is just slightly off-white compared to the regular text paper. And if you didn't look pure white while I was flipping through it, that might be part of the reason. These are laid out in 3 columns rather than the 2, with a slightly smaller font. This Bible also includes over 1,100 different pictures, and most of those are found with these articles. I really like all of these articles. I especially like the ones that explain how things changed from the times of the New Testament to the times of the Old Testament, and comparing and contrasting the Hebrew way of life with the way of life of the civilizations around them, how in some ways life for them was very much the same, and in other ways their God-given rules were very much different than the people around them. To me, they've done a fairly good job of spacing these throughout the Bible so that you don't have a big clump of them all together in one book and nothing in another one, and putting them near passages of Scripture that are in some way relevant to what they're talking about. Besides all of these articles, there are 40 of these Digging Deeper, shorter articles that specifically talk about places or archaeological finds and how they are relevant to the biblical text. Amongst the pictures, there are a few maps in the main part of the Bible, wherever they think they'll be relevant. Just a handful of them, but there are also 8 of these bold colored maps in the back of the Bible. This is on regular Bible paper. It's not on thicker paper, but it does have nice, bright, bold colors. There is a 3-column concordance, about 90 pages. And like most included concordances, large enough to help you find most verses. There's always going to be a few that you can't find. There is an occasional photograph, and a description of it, just in the biblical text, not just with the articles. To help you find articles to study, this is the description of the different features. That's always nice. They have a study Bible article index at the front, which also includes a list of all the contributors and a separate index for the Digging Deeper articles and all the maps and illustrations. I think the study of biblical culture and history and times helps you better understand the Scriptures. And I think it's a good idea if most of us Christians, do some sort of study like this at some point during our walk. And I know this isn't the only Bible with this sort of notes in it, but it does seem to be a good one. This does seem to be very relevant information, very well laid out. And all in all, this is a really nice study Bible. If you like this review, be sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more of our reviews, be sure to hit the little notification button. If you'd like more information about this Bible or any other Bibles, As always, you can follow the links below to purchase this Bible or to see a written review of it, or to go to our website and find reviews of other Bibles, including some we haven't done video reviews of. Thank you for watching.